Hello everybody and welcome. I'm your host Captain Awesomeness, and today I bring to you a video that is a follow-on to the live upload that I did as I was driving down to Boss Pro Karting today. And guys, before I continue, please do me a favor, please hit thumbs up, please subscribe, and please hit that notification bell icon so that you are made aware of whenever I upload a new video. So the whole deal with why I wanted to try that out was because I figured, you know what, I need to try to see if there's a way for me to live stream a session as and when I go. However, I have hit a few limitations as I found out when I was over at High Voltage Karting, and yeah, it completely all backfired for me. So just to give you a little bit of a background, what I was trying to do was use YouTube as a link for my GoPro, and then I used my cell phone as the hotspot so that I could start streaming over to YouTube. Well, as I try to do that, I found out that YouTube does not allow for people to do that unless they hit 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. Since I am nowhere near that, I am at 294 subscribers as of right now. That is simply not a possibility for me. So the other route that I did try was Facebook. That also did work out actually, but it was still an issue. Why? Because I did not know, unless of course somebody among you can correct me, Facebook limits live streams to about 7 minutes. So yeah, all you got to see when I was at High Voltage was that I talked a little bit about how I was prepping to go race, and then I sat on the cart, and then the live stream just ended on its own. Now there is a third option, which is going directly on GoPro, and well, GoPro.com that is, and using their website to start live streaming. Now I don't know how that's going to play into, you know, sharing links with people and all of that stuff, but I got to try something out. So right now I think what I'll do the next time I go to Boss Pro Karting is go on GoPro.com and use their particular link to try to get into doing live streams. Anyway, so let's talk about today. Today was basically another day, just to summarize it all for you, but I definitely have a lot of things to work on, it looks like, as is the case that, you know, whenever you stop doing something for a while, you begin to get rusty at it. It's like anything else in life. When it comes to a perishable skill, if you don't do it enough, you start to lose that sharpness, that ability, that skill. So it was definitely showing today. Anyway, I am going to let you guys watch the video footage, and I'll get back to you once I am done.
All right, guys, so let's get some stuff going, and I'll talk about a couple things too while we're doing this. Now, as you guys know, I will probably do a few sessions, so this is just going to be an opportunity for me to kind of talk about racing stuff and all that, and what have you. So now the deal with what I was talking about in my live recording, which is one thing I wanted to talk about and kind of, you know, take this opportunity while I'm trying to get a good lap time out, is that there is definitely a huge interest in racing, and I know that just from talking to all the young kids that come out here. And by kids I'm talking, let's see, I've talked to kids all the way from 11 to 17. So then again, for me, anybody who is basically below the age of 25 is a kid to me. So there's that. But beyond that, so let's answer the question again about why I do this. Well, for me, this is a passion. Okay, I love going fast around corners, and I spent a good part of my 20s actually doing it with cars. And the problem as I've gotten older is that over the years responsibilities happen, so all this free money that I had before is no longer there for me to pursue with automotive racing. And not to mention, over the years, over the last 20 years, automotive racing has become ridiculously expensive, and since I was financing that myself, yeah, it just made it all the more worse. All right, so let me also mention something about the cart I'm on right now. Super crappy, does not want to turn worth the damn. 20.2 seconds is the best I've gotten so far, and I do not plan on seeing anything better than that. So I am actually going to get in the pit lane and I'll come right back. Okay guys, now that I am able to find myself in a good cart, a much better cart than what I was on, yeah, let's just get this ball rolling. Now, between that time where I stopped and pulled up, I did do another session, and the best I was able to do is right there. It says 19.198, so still pretty short of our goal of trying to get into the 18.9 second mark. Now, what can I do about it? I don't know what to tell you, but I'm going to figure it out. So I will take this time to kind of also talk about a few things that I did in the recording that you're not seeing between the time I got off that bad cart and got on this good one. So it'll be a repeat for me, but you guys will be hearing it for the first time. So let's just get ourselves seated up real quick first. There we go. Seat is all the way forward. Pedals are where I think they need to be. We're going to turn on the cart and we shall go for it. So I'm going to tell you guys what I was talking about. One of the things I was saying was, you know, I kind of hinted on a lot of things when I was doing that one session that you guys are not going to be able to see. And the thing that I really wanted to talk about is, you know, the trials and tribulations that I personally went through and what you can learn from it. So as some of you know, I'm a military veteran, and I left active duty Army in 2012, and then I transitioned to the reserves until 2018, and from there on out I kind of basically retired out from the service. So since then, things have been great, but I will also say that things while I was in the Army were also great, and I'm talking about the active duty component. So between active duty and 2018, I was probably in the darkest moment of my life, and that is because I was struggling with everything that I was trying to do in my life. Trying to hold a job down, trying to buy myself a house, trying to get finances together. It was basically a very, very rough situation, and I made it through it some way, somehow. And 2018 was also the time when I got married to my lovely wife, who has been nothing but an amazing an amazing person, with the kinds of support and the love that she's shown, the unconditional kinds of stuff that's been going on. I cannot ask for anything better than that situation with her. So having said that, I will tell you that whole time while I was, you know, working on trying to better my life, there was nobody to mentor, help me out through the situation. What I did not know was that outside of the military, you're kind of on your own. And yeah, I found out the hard way that I literally was on my own. There was nobody to come help me out, figure out things, and to kind of tell me this is what I need to do. I ran into people who are actually the most toxic people I've ever met in my life. But is that a bad thing? No, because I actually got to learn a lot about people and what I should do to kind of basically protect myself from those kinds of folks. So in a way, I'm actually glad it happened. Now the thing for you all is, especially the younger ones who are trying to figure out life, you haven't started university yet, or you're at university level now and you don't know if the degree you have is good. Let me just tell you guys this: do something that you really like, which is a general statement, but at the same time, don't waste your time on liberal arts degrees and degrees like communication and criminal justice and all that stuff, because honestly, they don't get you anywhere unless you want to specifically be a cop or in the criminal justice system. They don't really do anything for you. What I suggest you do is go into STEM. STEM is an acronym that stands for science, technology, engineering, and math. Once you find yourself in those specialties, you will see that there are two things that will be working out for you. You'll be in a good job, you will be definitely in demand, and you'll be able to pursue the gifts of life that I am enjoying myself. So I gotta tell you, it is definitely worth it, and you should find yourself in a situation that benefits so that later on in life, once you hit 40 like me, you're not, you know, struggling. So anyway, speaking of struggling, I am definitely struggling on lap times. Best I've been able to hit on the cart that I'm on, 19.246, and the best I've done today was 19.198. So looks like we are not going to do any better than what we already have. I had a lot of sessions that I bought, but I'm only doing 3 out of them all, just because I just want to take some time off from karting for the next couple of days. So the main point of this video was just kind of giving some advice to the young minds that are out there, and letting you guys know that, you know, don't ever lose hope. Don't try to depend on somebody else to be there for you, because there's going to be nobody who's your friend better than yourself. So I think I'm about to approach my last lap here, because it looks like the safety marshal was looking at the lap times. Now I know I've been taking that one turn here a little too wide, but that's just because this cart is not letting me turn. So 19.246 is what I still see up on the clock. I'll try to do a little bit better turn. I'll take a bit wider, yeah, like that, to try to come through this one section that isn't working out well for us. And it's not helping that my seat is moving on me. So there's that. But what are you gonna do? Okay, hitting the wall that hard also probably didn't help. Eesh. Yep, can't get any better. 19.246 still. So anyway, let me guys, what is wrong with my English today? Guys, do tell me what you think about what I just said. You know, would definitely like to hear your thoughts about what experiences you've had with lack thereof, or actual mentors. Did you have any? Did they help you succeed? Or did you also deal with the same kinds of issues that I was highlighting? So yeah, would definitely like to hear your story, and I'll use this platform that I have to talk to you guys a lot about some other stuff as well. The intent, it wasn't always go-karting only. There's been all other kinds of stuff that I'd like to get into, things that I specialized in as a college student, economics specifically. So I might get into that too. We shall see. But right now, 19.246. Hey, hey, hey. Oh, I should mention, you see these lights going off? No idea what's going on, but their fire alarm system went off, but there is no fire. So they're trying to figure all that out too. Anyway, this is the last lap, and officially 19.246 was the fastest lap, guys. I am pretty much done for the day. I will let the home version take over and give you any short summaries if you'd like. So home version, take over.
So yeah, as promised, it wasn't a very exciting day. 19.1 something, I don't even remember what it was, to be honest, but yeah, it's becoming a bit of a struggle. The best I've been able to pull off all of January is 19.023 according to the top 10 list, and I'm currently at number 5. I don't feel too confident about being able to maintain that position because of the fact that there are many other racers who are far better than me, and I have this real strong feeling they're going to come by anytime and push me off the top 10, especially if I don't get into the 18.9 second range. Whether that'll happen or not, honestly, I can't tell you, but I am going to try. So with that in mind, I will caveat it by saying this: I am going to visit Boss Pro Karting one more time before I kind of take a bit of a long break from indoor electric go-karting for a while, and that's just because of the fact that I need to start focusing on real go-karting. And since, again, as I've mentioned before, I am in Ohio and there's a lot of snow that happens here, of course outdoor karting is not possible. So the only alternative to that and to indoor go-karting is to actually start getting on a sim environment. So with that in mind, as I have mentioned to you guys before, I am on Kartcraft, and I'm going to start doing a lot of my sessions on there. How video quality with that will work out, I'm still trying to see what I can do to help make it a bit more appealing and what have you. But I will also mention that Carcraft is a great game. They just introduced a new feature, and I'm going to have to test it out myself, where multiplayer or racing against other people online is possible now. At first it wasn't. So once I get all of that figured out, I will let you guys know. Right now I am still in the trial phases of that, and I'll be spending a lot of time on what would be a KA100 kart, as I have been for a while. And as and when I get warmed up to, I guess, Atlanta Motor Speedway, I'm going to start working on some of the other tracks that this game offers. So definitely a lot of stuff that's going to happen, and beginning in April, once I get my butt on a real track, you will begin to see some footage of that. I am also working in the meantime to get basically more equipment to help me with it. I have some kind of stuff like a GoPro Max that I'm thinking about getting right now within my planned pipeline of items that I need to get in preparation for the outdoor go-karting stuff. But there are also some limitations with that as well. But we'll all figure that out, and I'll let you know. But anyway, guys, this was the best I could do today at Boss Pro Karting, and if any one of you would like to meet up with me, please make sure that you hit me up either on Facebook or Instagram, or even on, you know, any one of my videos, and send me a private message, and I'll be more than happy to come out and race with you. So thanks again, guys, for watching, and I'll see you at the next Apex. Bye-bye.